So, a big goal for us in Problem 6 English this year is to become more responsible and responsive readers. So, what does it mean to be a responsible reader? It means that we attend to the text, we pay attention to the words and the messages that the author is sending us. We look for evidence to help us to reach justifiable conclusions, right? That we're not just making things up based on our own inferences and things that don't exist in the text, right? We are always reading to see what is this author saying, and can we recognize the author's biases and where they're coming from, and be able to separate out even our own thoughts, right? Responsible readers are able to put aside their own ideas to be able to look at a text and think, okay, what is this? What is this saying? So a responsible reader doesn't just let the words roll by them as they're reading. They're always thinking about what it is that the text is saying and what evidence is there that is making us as a reader have those thoughts. And can I justify my thoughts by providing evidence from the text? A responsive reader is someone who goes into anything that they're reading expecting that they're going to have a reaction to it, right? When we're responsive, we know that whatever it is that we're reading is going to make us have questions or thoughts, wonderings, curiosities. It's going to have us have not only an intellectual response, but also an emotional response. And we want to enter a text with that in mind, thinking that I'm reading to respond. Because if we're not looking to have some kind of response, why are we even bothering to read? And that goes for even things like social studies textbooks and things you're reading in science, that we're reading in a way that we know that we're going to have an intellectual and an emotional response to what it is that we're reading. And that being responsive and responsible have to go hand in hand. So when I have that kind of response to a text, then I want to look back and see, like, okay, is my response reasonable? Does this make sense when I look at it in the light of evidence, in the light of the evidence that the author is presenting? Is it justifiable? So reading is something that is meant for us to enjoy. It's also meant for us to learn. There's lots of different reasons and purposes for reading. And I want to think about what kind of reader I want to be. And I want to make sure that I am a responsible and a responsive reader. And I hope that you will start focusing on that as well.